the court, ball dribbling, cashing checks. College hoops beats pump, breaking necks. GunzPicks in the air, we ain't playing nice. Best rolling, paper stacking straight ice. Double units fired, man, winners only. Player props hitting, no rolling lonely. Bankroll swole, just stacking that cheddar. Breaking ankles daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing, 10 shots fired. Cashing best clips, reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit, you know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit.
Yes, sir, baby. We are back here on the GunzPicks channel. This is the Breakin Ankle Show. I'm the host with the most, the point guard of podcast, and they call me the self-proclaimed, or actually, I call myself the CBB goat himself. And yeah, we've had a little bit of regression on the picks last 2 days, 2 and 4. Unacceptable in my opinion. However, we are marathon runners. We are not sprinters. We are 27 and 15 since the inception of the Breakin Ankle Show in this season. We're 64.2%. That is a 42-game sample size. If you don't like that, you need to go to another channel. But if you do like that, you need to like and subscribe to the GunzPicks channel if you have not done so already. And by the way, keep liking those videos, man. I do love the likes. That is getting the channel growing. It's getting the views up. It's getting everything up. So that's what I need you guys to do is keep hitting that like button and get into the comment section as you've been. I appreciate all you guys. Get into the comments. I'm seeing them all. And I'm trying to respond to most of them. At least give you a little bit of a thumbs up back. But I just want to make sure that I appreciate all you guys on this little bit of a run that we've been on. But we need to get back into the pluses here. 2 and 4 on the free plays is not acceptable, considering the Dub Club members have been cashing tickets. We had a very good day today on our plays on the premiums, and I just picked the wrong 3. I did. I mean, I picked 2 the wrong one. Nebraska couldn't do anything today. Couldn't shoot the ball, couldn't get past the Maryland team. And it's a Maryland team that you just can't step in front of, especially in short dog or favorite situations. And, of course, Elon losing to NCA&T. That was just a bad pick on my part. That is my fault. But I digress. We are on to the next play. We're on to the next card. We are on the Friday slate. This is the Valentine's slate. So to show you guys love, I'm going to give you 2 plays for the Friday slate. And let's start here with the first play. We're going with a little bit of Ivy League action here on Friday. We have Princeton going against Brown in Pistola Sports Center in Providence, Rhode Island, 7 p.m. East is the tip-off on this game. And yeah, statistically, Princeton's just the better team, right? They're 148th in offensive efficiency, 157th in defensive efficiency, going up against a Brown Bears team, which I think is a funny mascot to have for Brown. 215th in offensive efficiency, 234th in defensive efficiency. So, yeah, you can see numerically Brown is a team that is a little bit worse than Princeton. These 2 teams already met this year, so this is the second matchup of the year for these 2 teams. They met on February 1st, 2 weeks ago. And Brown lost the game, got actually absolutely demolished. They lost by 20 to Princeton, 69-49. They were 7-point home road dogs in that situation. Now you're seeing them as a short dog here 2 weeks later. Kind of giving you a line functionality situation here, which I think is kind of alarming considering they already lost to Princeton by 20. But when you break it down and kind of look at the number situation in terms of the spread and the total and everything in between, Princeton has not been great covering spreads as of late. If you actually look at their numbers, they've only covered once in 7 games, and that was against Brown 2 weeks ago. That was the last time they covered a spread. Then you got to look at how they've done on the road this year. They're 2-5 ATS on the road. However, 0-4 ATS in road conference games. So yeah, Princeton really not a backable team in any betting situations, but however, they did cover against Brown. But Brown has played in this role very well, especially as a single-digit dog. They're 6-2 ATS in those situations this year, and they're 5-0 ATS as a dog of 6 points or less. Last time they were a 7-point dog. Now you're seeing them here at 4.5-point dog. And then you got to look at the scheduling situation. It's quite alarming because Princeton's on the second leg of a road back-to-back-to-back, and Brown is kind of sandwiched in the middle. And then when you look at Brown's situation, they just came off a 3-game road stretch, and they're having the first leg of a 4-game home stretch in this situation. Then you got to look at the look ahead. Remember, when you play these Friday teams in the Ivy League, they end up playing a game the next day. So they play Friday and then they play Saturday. So Princeton has to go in this game and play. Then they go on the road in a revenge spot versus Yale, and a good team in the Ivy League, a team they lost to, by the way, earlier in the season, 77-70 is 2-point home dogs. So I think there might be a look ahead here situationally for Princeton, knowing they're on the second leg of a road back-to-back-to-back. They're on the first leg of a back-to-back game stretch where they got Yale on deck. I think they're going to be overlooking this opponent, and this is why this line is short, especially against a Brown team that you already beat by 20 points, and it's sitting at plus 4.5. I'm going to be taking the dog here. Give me Brown plus 4.5 as my first play, baby. All right. Now we're down to the last play. We're down to the best bet. We only have 2 on the card today because it's the short card on Friday. Don't you fret. I'm going to be having the plays to pay the bills on Saturday. We did very well on Saturday last week, and we will do very well on this coming Saturday. Big card ahead of us. A lot of good matchups. I've already got one that I've already written up. And if you want to go check that out, you need to be back. Check me out on Friday night. I'm going to do a Breakin Ankles at night, and I'm going to give out some plays for the Saturday slate. A lot of the early games and maybe a little bit of a late game as well. So go check that out tomorrow. But I digress. Let's give them my best bet for Friday. As we take a breath, we're going to be going into the Mountain West with Nevada going against San Jose State. We call this a late night degenerate special for a reason here, folks, at Provident Credit Union Event Center in San Jose, California. 10 p.m. East is the tip-off on this one. And you have a Nevada team that is 74th in offensive efficiency, 44th in field goal percentage, but 268th from the free throw line this year. So they're not really good from the charity stripe at all. And I don't like backing teams that can't shoot free throws. Yes, San Jose State defensively, not a real good defensive team, right? 211th in defensive efficiency, 200th in defending shots, but they don't allow their opponents to get to the line. They don't get into foul trouble very much. They're 80th in the country in that statistic, so they're well above the average. And then they're 72nd in defending the three. So I think in those situations, if you look at Nevada likes to shoot a lot of three-point shots. San Jose State is able to defend against those. Then you look at San Jose State's offense. I mean, their offense is a lot better than their defense this year. They're 136 in offensive efficiency, 72nd in from three-point land, and they're 115th from the charity stripe. With Nevada's defense, they're 100th in defensive efficiency, 196 in opponent field goal percentage, and they are 291th defending the three. So I think with the San Jose State team, there is an advantage there, or at least a little bit of an edge, where they are going to be able to get open shots and key looks from three-point land. And when they're playing at home, I think they're going to be making their shots here in this situation. Then you got to look at Nevada. Yes, they've been covering spreads as of late. They've covered 3 straight. But when you look at those games, 2 of those were at home, and their only road game that they covered in those spots was against Air Force. And if you know anything about Air Force this year, very bad basketball team. If you actually take it from a larger scale and you look at their last 13 games, they're 4-9 ATS in those spots. And those are because they've covered 3 straight. They were 1-9 at one point. So also got to look at the revenge angle here for San Jose State. They've already played each other this year in an earlier matchup. Nevada did win that game 75-64. They were 13.5-point road dogs in that situation. San Jose State was. Now you're seeing the line dip down at 5.5 with San Jose State being at home. Huge line change from game A to game B, in my opinion. Then you got to look at Nevada. 2-5 ATS in the last 7 road games. 0-2 ATS is a single-digit road favorite. And then you got to look at San Jose State at home. They're a covering machine at home. 9-1 ATS in their last 10 home games. This team is a backable. This is a backable team in this situation. They are home covering monsters going against a bad covering road team. And San Jose State has revenge, a shorter line in the previous matchup. And if you want to even look at maybe a look ahead here for Nevada, they got a big opponent on deck with Colorado State in a revenge angle too, for that matter. So I think San Jose State is going to get it done here. They're a short dog here at home for a reason. They were a 13.5-point dog in the first spot. Now they're 5.5. I think San Jose State gets it done here on Friday night to cash the tickets and bring us into Saturday, baby. Give me San Jose State plus 5.5 as my dog of the day and my best bet. So there you go. 2 plays, 2 bangers. Let's see if we can bring our record to 29-15 and go 2-0. Sweep, baby, on the Friday slate. But that's going to do it here for the Breakin' Ankle Show. Make sure you like, subscribe to this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, do everything to get me in the algorithm of all algorithms that YouTube deems fit. It is up to you guys to get me above everybody on the planet because I am the best handicapper in college basketball, college football, and the NFL that you know. That's going to do it here for the Breakin' Ankle Show. I am GunzPicks. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the board. And as always, let's keep dancing. Bang. Happy Valentine's Day, people.
Daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing. Cannon shots fired. Cashing best clips reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit. You know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch strategy, so